Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today I have another installment of my Sample Saturday series. I actually am going to do 2 weeks because I am a little behind in getting videos out, so I wanted to make sure that I got them all out and show you everything that I have been using. So this was from 2 weeks ago. I used the Honest Beauty. These are the makeup remover wipes. These are okay. I don't think they're anything to like I would purchase because they're kind of thin, so they don't always get everything off. But like I said, they're okay. They're not awful. Like, they do their job. They just don't do it very effectively. The next thing I used was from John Frieda. These are the Blonder Sheer Blonde Lightening shampoo and conditioner. I quite enjoy these. I feel like they give you a good cleanse and they help bring out some highlights. Not that you can really see because of the lighting, but I do have a little bit of blonde highlights. My hair kind of shifts colors all the time, so I like to use that shampoo. I really loved this next one. This is from St. Ives. This is the Skin Renewing Collagen and Elastin Body Lotion. This does a really good job of moisturizing. Plus, it smells so good. I do not know what it is. It smells, it doesn't feel like it doesn't smell perfumey, but it smells really good. So I really liked it because of those two things. Then I went through the Aquaphor Advanced Therapy Ointment Body Spray. This came in my Walmart box, and it was okay. Like, the problem with it is that I found like Aquaphor mist anywhere around where I was spraying, so that was a problem because you don't really want that on your your stuff in your life. So I didn't like that aspect of it, and I didn't feel that it was any better than if I had just taken Aquaphor out of the jar. Then I used the Mario Badescu Caviar Night Cream. This was okay. It was kind of thick and kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like a little stickier than I like my moisturizer, so I wouldn't repurchase it. I don't think it was awful, but it wasn't anything that I would actually like go out and buy. Then from Cess Derma, the Sensi's Cleanser Classic. So this is like a little micellar water. It was okay. It was so tiny though that I used it really quite quickly. So it was okay. It wasn't, I don't think it is the best micellar water I've tried. I don't think it's the worst though either, because there's some other ones that I really just don't like whatsoever. And all of these I'm finished because of how long they took, or how short of time they took. Then I have the Free and Lovely by Ecology Coconut and Rose Softening Body Butter. This was okay. It is a really weird scent combination because you kind of get a little rose, but you kind of get the coconut that overpowers it. I don't think I would purchase this. I don't think it was that great. Especially the scent, it still is kind of, it's a weird scent. I wasn't a fan. Then from Lancome, this is the Meal and Mousse Foaming Cleansing Makeup Remover. So I used this. This was a nice cleanser, but it was so tiny. This was 5 milliliters, which is 0.16 fluid ounces. So I only got like 3 days, 4 days, I think. 3.5, I want to say, because I think I had to mix this with something else. I did like it as a cleanser, but I am sure that it is way too expensive for me to consider purchasing a full size of. I really liked this. This is the Fresh Rose Floral Toner. It's not something that I normally use. Like, I don't usually use toner, but this smells like roses, like straight up beautiful roses. So if you don't like the scent of like true roses, not like, there's a difference between like artificial rose and then like a true rose, like a wild rose. This is more like that. Then you wouldn't like this. But I also felt like it stinged as I put it on just a little bit, like where I have larger pores. So I felt like it was doing its job as well as just smelling lovely. Then we had from Dr. Jart, this is the UV Sun Fluid. This was okay. It's an SPF of 30. I haven't finished it. I still have a little bit left because I haven't been putting sunscreen on every day. which I need to. That's one of my goals this summer, is to be a little bit better, because I don't spend much time outside. So when I do, I never think about it. So that's one thing I need to work on. And then I use this on my arms because it's a thicker sunscreen. And this is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Sheer All Day Moisture Defense Lotion. This was also with an SPF of 30. It was also okay. I don't think I would put it on my face because it is a thicker sunscreen. So it was okay. I don't know how, like, it didn't smell like sunscreen. Neither of them smelled like sunscreen, which was a plus. And neither of them felt like the old school sunscreen that most of us probably grew up with. The final thing I worked on this week is from Stellar. This is the Brilliant Primer. And this is weird because it's pink. I don't want to like waste any of it, but you can see how it's pink. And it has like a fruity scent to it, which is kind of weird. Like, I don't know what the scent is, but it is slightly fruity. It's an okay primer. I don't know. I'm still experimenting. I'm trying out different foundations now because I just recently used up my peach foundation, and I have other foundations I've been trying to use. So I think it was pretty good. I'm going to finish it up, and I'll get back to you in my empties on how, like, what my final thoughts were on it when I tested out with more than just one foundation. All right, and week 4, my final week, and then we will be all caught up. I just used the Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Shampoo and Conditioner. These were okay. I don't feel like there's enough in those sample packs to really give my hair a good cleansing. So I had to, like, I shampooed twice with another shampoo because my scalp just didn't feel like it had all gotten soap on it, shampoo on it. And the conditioner was just okay. This one I might get flack about. This is the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist Recover. And it doesn't really have a scent to it that I could determine, but my face looked like I had been out and sweating and greasy all day when I sprayed myself with this. It was so disappointing. I was like, I look awful. So then I was like, after it dried, like, I fanned and waited for it to dry, and then I had to go in with my beauty blender and try to dab it away so that I didn't look like an oil slick. So I might try it again. Might try it with a matte foundation and a matte primer and a matte setting powder and everything matte, and not even worry about highlighter, and then see what it looks like. But as it is, I did not like this whatsoever. I might wait and try it in the winter. That might be a better time to try it. This is from Avon. This is the Skin So Soft, Soft and Sensual Body Lotion. I won this in a giveaway from the Cutting Board, and it smells pretty good. It smells kind of like, it's a lotiony scent, but I have been enjoying using this so far. Then we have, this is the cleanser I used this week. Well, one of them, because I alternated, and I had to wrap it in a Kleenex because it's a soap bar. So this is the little black soap bar that comes with it, and this is from Erno Laszlo, and then it comes with the cleansing oil. And you put the cleansing oil on, and then according to this, you then massage the soap over it. It's a lot of work, and I like to, like, this is the type of thing I would use in the evening, and that's when I usually shower. So it's kind of cumbersome to use in the shower because you have to have a dry hands and a dry face. So you do the oil before you step in, and then I always use a Clairsonic, but you can't really use a Clairsonic with an oil cleanser. So it was kind of a mess, and I didn't enjoy it. I have a little bit left, so I'm going to finish it up because that's who I am. And I think I'm going to turn the bar into my Beauty Blender cleanser after this. Then we have from Living Proof, this is the Restore Perfecting Spray. And this is okay. I haven't noticed anything really different in my hair since I used it. It didn't make it greasy, but it didn't really help it in any way. So not a big fan. Then I worked through, this is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil. It was just a little vial of it. There's still some in it, but I could not get any more out because of the way that it's packaged. It left my hair kind of greasy. I didn't use like a ton because my hair, if you've seen it when it's down, it's really long. And like trying to get just enough so that it went through everything, it left my ends really like greasy and they didn't look clean, which is not the purpose of washing your hair. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I also I started working through this. This is the Ultra Facial Cleanser from Kiehl's. And I was using this, alternating this with the Erno Laszlo cleanser. And this is okay. I feel like, I don't know, it's just like a very generic cleanser that I didn't really enjoy it. I'm going to see if somebody else might enjoy it more than me because I just found it pretty bland. From Olay, this is the Regenerist Whip moisturizer, and it is supposed to be a lighter formula. I don't find that it's all that moisturizing. Like, this is the type of moisturizer that I put on my neck, and my neck just felt like a little sticky and not really moisturized the next day after I use it. So I'm not really impressed with this one either. I feel like I'm, being really picky this week, but there's a lot of things that I was just kind of like, not that great. This next one was absolutely positively awful. This is the Boscia Perfecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. Sounds like it should be fantastic, right? Put this on, let it dry, got out my beauty blender, put my foundation on, had patches of like where the foundation did not want to adhere to my skin because of the primer. And then it like, I wore it for a few hours and it was doing weird things, and like there's different places where I had like no foundation left because this was like pilling it up, even though I didn't use a ton of it. And it had like, it was completely dry before I put it on because that's how I always put my primers on. And so in the middle of the day, I went home because it was recital day actually, and recital day is a difficult day because you have to, like, you get there at 8 in the morning and then you're there till like 10 o'clock at night. So I went home in the middle of the day, washed my face, redid all of my makeup because this was so awful, and I looked so awful by like 1 in the afternoon. Yeah, not good. I did like this primer though. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base. And this is in Radiant Yellow. I felt like it was a really decent primer. Let my skin adhere to the makeup longer, but also just like, it did its job. That's like, it did everything that I ask of a primer. Make my makeup stay on longer. And it did that. The next thing is from Well People. This is the Expressionist Mascara. And this one is weird because when I looked in it, I could see that because it's white, the barrel is only like half full in there. I don't think you can see anything now. And this is what the wand looks like. So it's one of those wands that's rubber. Yeah. I went through another makeup too. This is the mascara, Smoky Extravagant by Makeup Forever. And this one has a really big, this is like a huge wand. These both, tried them with a couple different concealers. Have not been having problems. Like, yes, I've changed my foundation, but my under eye concealer is still the same. I still have the same setting powder. I set it the same way. And these just left big black circles under my eyes. Both of them. I think the Well People was really flaky as well. So those were both duds for me this week as well. So those were my samples for the past 2 weeks. Let me know what you have been using. I always love hearing what you are trying out that you are liking or not liking so that I know something to avoid. I hope you are all having a fantastic week. If you have not subscribed already, if you wouldn't mind taking a minute to subscribe, it would mean so very, very much to me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.